Welcome, friends. This is Archangel. So, not long ago, a female was complaining to me one day about her man. I know, surprise, surprise. She was saying that they really had nothing in common. He liked metal and war movies, and she liked country and comedies. I just don't understand why guys like that stuff. So I told her not to bother trying to figure it out. She was incapable of understanding, just like females say males are incapable of understanding childbirth. Though I think males are capable of understanding childbirth, they are simply unable to empathize. Still, females are ill-equipped to understand metal or battle scenes in movies. And of course, she did not like me telling her that she could not understand these things, because she is my superior. How dare I insult her? However, after that exchange, I really thought about these two things particularly, and the male affinity and understanding towards them. Take metal. It's hard and fast and loud, yet males find outlet for their rage in the electric riffs and thunderous drums. Now, I love metal. I really don't like the screamo type metal, where there is no lyrics, just guttural sounds coming from the vocalist. You know the stuff that sounds like... Even still, I understand this music. You see, males are devalued and abused, then discarded. This builds rage in males, especially young males, who are confronted dozens of times daily with manifestations of society's dislike and contempt for them. Males find a vibrational match in harsh metal, which allows them the venting of rage buildup. Very few females listen to metal on their own time. Most simply deal with it for their boyfriend or go to a concert for the experience, so they can dress up in their hooker boots in order to get attention. Yet few females can really resonate with metal because it's not meant for females. They are pampered and protected. They don't have vile devaluation to vent into electric melody. So, no, princess, you will never understand metal. I have been taken to a place of rage reconciliation when I listen to many hardcore metal songs, a place I know females will never visit. It's curious that as feminism started, music was predominantly doo-wop, and Elvis was the rebellious hardcore music at the time. However, as feminism progressed during the 60s and into the 70s, and it wreaked its damage upon males, the music became harder, more electric, starting with such bands as Black Sabbath, then proceeding to Slayer in the 80s and Pantera in the 90s, to now we have underground bands of all names like Murder, Death, Kill. Ladies, you cannot understand males' metal need or their moshing to it. You are not dehumanized like males and do not need such a connection with other devalued males singing to your malnourished soul. You can continue listening to Pink and Taylor Swift, who sing about entitlement and pampering. That is something you can understand. In much the same way that a comfortable suburban kid will never be able to feel the angst or rage or desperation in hard gangster rap, so too will females not be overcome with appreciation for metal nor comprehend its purpose as an outlet for devalued males. Hardcore rap serves the same purpose, and being a fan of both, I appreciate both, yet I find something in the angry riffs of an electric guitar that just hit the spot. They seem to speak to my wounds and pain without words. Males will never feel or empathize with songs like Glamorous by Fergie, since we have never been pampered or coddled as females. Yes, some females will go to metal concerts for the experience, yet males are the ones in the mosh pit working through their pain and rage. Furthermore, females cannot understand scenes of war in movies. They simply observe males warring, as they should, in order to protect and serve the womenfolk at home. If anything, females watching movies about the horrors of war, they will sympathize with the females not shown, the females implied, who are back home, the wives or girlfriends or daughters, and how the loss of this soldier, this provider, will affect them. Females cannot understand battle scenes the way males can, and hence this chick's intolerance for war movies and her preference for comedies which are there to entertain her. Now, I am not a rabid war movie fanatic, but certain well-acted movies drive home male sorrow and pride that no female viewer could possibly fathom. I did not serve in any branch of the military, but when I see scenes where males sacrifice themselves for their brother, or hold the head of a friend, a fallen comrade, to their bosom and cry, I feel something beyond words. Something only males can feel, since only males selflessly sacrifice themselves for those dear to them. I understand this because I know males truly love, and they have loyalty, and they have greatness inside them. Females will simply see the same representations, and some may try to understand the loyalties and fierce bonds of brotherhood in a male's heart. However, being self-interested beings, females cannot understand, and hence their fits of yawning during emotional, intense war movies or battle scenes of any kind on the silver screen, where males sacrifice and die. When I view these scenes or read such stories, I swell with male pride over the honorable actions of my brothers, whereas females will either elicit summary judgment over the gore and horrors of war and dismiss males as violent and evil, or females will sympathize with the females at home. And females will, whether they know it or not, experience contempt for the emotion, the weakness a soldier demonstrates with his crying. Males are the providers, the sacrificers. They are not allowed weakness or emotion. Only females are allowed to be weak and helpless victims. So no, of course, you do not understand males' resonance with such scenes of brotherhood, loyalty, and camaraderie. You see, when push comes to shove, males have a caring deeper than females can know. And even though males will say that they fight for females, for the wives and girlfriends and daughters or mothers, and every other female back home, still, when the bullets fly and backs are between a rock and a hard place, most males risk life and limb for the brother next to them. They give their life without regret to the man next to them, knowing that they will never see their family or homeland again as they die on the battlefield, so that other males may forge ahead and live. This is an honor females cannot understand, since females have no love, no loyalty, no sisterhood, where they have bonds such that risking life and limb is automatic for them. Females may instinctually risk personal harm for offspring, and they may have the appearance of a sisterhood and subsequent loyalty to it. Yet they simply bolster their fellow sisters because it boosts the privilege of the collective, all of which comes back to them in the form of individual entitlements. It is support of the collective for self-interested benefit of the individual. Oh yeah, they will get together and bitch about males and talk of loyalty to their fellow sister, but they are not dying saving one another the way males throughout history have sacrificed their lives for their fellow males on the battlefield. There is a huge night and day difference between the fondness of males and the fondness of females. Obviously, not all males are honorable nor selfless. Some are selfish and leave their brothers hanging to save their own skin, following much the same template of societal misandry where males abandon and even abuse other males while placating gynocentrism and females in order to get a good boy pat on the head and maybe a female-assisted ejaculation once in a while. However, females are forever thinking about themselves, and they put their safety first. Yet when we see representations of cowardly males, we rebuke them. We entitle females to be self-interested and think them better for it. Yet male self-interest, whether on the battlefield or in civilian applications, is met with scorn and contempt. Males are to give and give and give some more till they're dead. Yet males have a depth and breadth of feeling and sorrow only understood by other males. And this comes forth when males hear metal or watch intense war representations, or read about the heroics of war. So, no, sister, because you are not devalued and disposed of, you will not understand these things. So, just keep watching There Is Something About Mary or listening to Carrie Underwood, because you cannot understand male depth. My brothers, we are beautiful. We are loyal, we are loving and compassionate, and we are the creative forces of the universe. Help me to spread this message to our fellow brethren still enslaved. Stand with me, live free.